Previously on Spenelli Speaks. Yeah. Super cute.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's through the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
Hi everyone, Dani here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about a couple of books that I have recently received that are advanced reader copies. I don't typically get these kinds of books, so I wanted to check in with you all and see if you've heard about any of them. As you know, if you follow my channel, I read a lot of backlisted books. So a lot of books that I find at rummage sales, thrift stores, all that jazz, a lot of classics. So new books really aren't my jam. Now, my mom is very good friends with her local librarian, and her local librarian likes me a lot because, I mean, who wouldn't like me? And she gifted me a couple of new releases, or ARCs, those advanced reader copies that she recently received at a librarian convention, something or other that she recently went to. So I was gifted these, which was very awesome. And Jennifer, if you're watching, thank you very much. That's very awesome. I used to get my hands on advanced readers copy at this one bookstore that I used to go to back when I was in college, so like 20 years ago. And that was kind of cool. I had never known that that was a thing. So now that I have some new ones, I've never heard of these books before. So I'm going to kind of go through each one and let me know, have you heard of these books? Should I start with any particular one in particular? And so on and so forth. So I'm just going to grab the first one off the top, and that is The Real Mrs. Tobias, which is a novel by Sally Koslow. Never heard of it, but it looks like in the back it says it's 2015 in New York City and three women, all known as Mrs. Tobias. We have Veronica, the matriarch, her daughter-in-law Mel, and Mel's daughter-in-law Birdie are trying to navigate personal difficulties, some of which are with one another. Veronica and Mel, despite having little in common, are both psychotherapists who are more skilled at helping other people than solving their own problems. And Birdie, still dealing with the culture shock of moving to New York City and marrying into the Tobias clan, is pushed to her limit when her husband gets into trouble. No amount of badgering from his stealing grandmother, smart-mouthed mother, or disillusioned wife can convince him to own up to what he's done. Looks like overwhelmed, Birdie bolts, taking along her young daughter to her Midwestern hometown, hoping that space, warmth, and wisdom from her own feisty grandmother will help her find a path forward. Oh, she finds comfort in a local bookstore and an old boyfriend. Oh, so that's that one. That's fiction. Looks like big town to small town. This is coming out in September of this year. So this is The Real Mrs. Tobias. Oh, and it looks like the chapters are by character. So like it'll say chapter 15 and then who the chapter is about. So that's interesting. So there's that one. Then we have The Wishing Quilt by Jodi Thomas, Lori Wilde. Oh, and Patience Griffin. So 3 authors. I wonder, is this short stories? No, it looks like it's a novel. Oh, it is. It is. So The Wishing Quilt has 3 stories in it. The Secret Wish, Wish Upon a Wedding, and When You Wish Upon a Quilt. So then on the back it has the 3 different synopses here. But it looks like on the side it says, Texas is about to be wrapped up in love and homespun perfection with the new uplifting contemporary romance anthology featuring novellas from these 3 legendary authors, of whom I've never heard of. Terrible. So yeah, so this is 3 little romance novellas. Okay, so you have that one. I'm not going to read all the synopses because they're going to be all the same. Here we have, I love the way this book feels. So this is by Vanessa Miller, and it's What We Found in Hallelujah. And this is a novel. It says another storm is on the horizon for the Reynolds women, and the only way out is to go through it. This isn't like a sequel, is it? Oh, and look at that. It's signed. Wow. That's so cool. I didn't even see that before, but this one's a signed copy. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so this one, Good Things Never Happen in November, at least not for the Reynolds women. It was the month they lost their patriarch, and the month when 14-year-old Trinity went missing during a tropical storm. So Hope Reynolds isn't surprised when it becomes the month she walks in on her boyfriend kissing another woman, or when she receives a panicked call from her mother about a mistake that could cost the family their treasured beach house. Meanwhile, Faith Reynolds Phillips is facing her own financial struggles. She also looking down the barrel of divorce and raising a daughter whom reminds her so much of her younger sister, Trinity, that sometimes it physically hurts. The last place Hope and Faith want to be is Hallelujah, South Carolina, during hurricane season. Going home will force them to confront the secrets that have torn their family apart. But if they survive another storm, they have a chance to rebuild on a new foundation, the truth. Oh. I'm not sure when this one comes out, though. I don't see it. Oh, here we go. This one comes out in November of this year. So November 29th, 2022. I did not see... Oh, this one's September. So the first two I mentioned were September, and this one comes out in November. This one sounds really interesting. I'm wondering if anyone knows about that one. And the last one that I have is All This Could Be Different, a novel by Sarah Thankam Mathews. I like the cover, if that's going to be the cover of the actual book. And this one comes out next month, so in August. So this one says, after college, Shayna, I'm sorry, I'm getting that name wrong, begins to piece together a life in a new city, forging friendships, falling headlong into first love and earning enough at her grueling corporate job to help her parents back in India. But when trouble arrives, will the stable future she dared to envision come to pass? And that's all it says. That doesn't really give me a lot. Oh, the words are really tiny. But it's got different formatting, so that's interesting. That almost looks like it's scripts, almost, yeah. Oh, it's text. Those are text messages. So there's a lot of texting in the book, it looks like. Huh. Well, that synopsis really didn't give me a lot to go off of, but let me know if you've heard of any of these books. So the first one, All This Could Be Different, What We Found in Hallelujah, The Wishing Quilt, which is those 3 romance novellas, and then The Real Mrs. Tobias. So let me know if you've heard of any of these books, if you've read any of them, if you're getting ready for their debuts. Let me know. I have a feeling like I probably would read this one first, but let me know. Is there anyone that I should start with? Is there anyone that you're like, yes, it's so good, or you're anticipating it? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to chat with you about that. And depending on what you say in the comments, that's the book that I'll start with, but I'm kind of leaning towards this one. This one sounded the most interesting to me, followed by this one, then maybe this one, and then the romance novellas, but whatever. I can read those whenever. They're small enough because the book itself isn't that big and there's 3 in there. So anywho, that's all I have for you today. I hope you're having a great day, reading something great. Of course, taking care and staying safe. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.